still love me? Will you still love me when I'm not beautiful? Will you still love me? This is CNN, the most trusted news organization. Will you still? Song blue. Everybody know one funny thing. You can't sing it with a song and a smile in your heart. You take the next one out, you're hanging out again. And they're coming to America. Got a dream they're come to share. They're coming to America. Oh, seems so far away. I'm traveling light today. The eye of the storm. Alright, choices. First of all, I want to address the rich people. If there are any of you rich people out there listening in, congratulations. You have succeeded. You have won. I don't know what you're doing. I mean, I hung around a lot of rich people in my life. It gets old, gets boring, you know, I mean, unless, you know, I mean, you gotta be enjoying yourself. I noticed one thing from being on Facebook, you know, and I know exactly when it started. I mean, I often say I did the show 6 years. That's right, a little under 6. I didn't really start doing it till like somewhere in 2012, like, you know, like towards the end. So I don't know. Who knows? But I mean, all in all, you know, it was a thing of like writing, and I mean, I looked at the beginning, you know, all the people I used to talk to, like in the pictures, you know. I used to put my coffee there or something like that, or, you know, pictures of, you know, like beautiful, like chanting faraway dreams, like, you know, dreamy girls, dreamy water, dreamy stars, dreamy moon, dreamy. I even shared, or, you know, I copied a few in the beginning. I used to get like people would say, "Hey, that's my picture." I'm like, all right. Okay, what do I do now? Like, you know, I had this one girl. She was so mad, you know. She blocked me, you know. It was a beautiful, I mean, the water was kind of dark, you know, like a blue background, but you know, it had all that mystic crystals and all that, you know, whatever, you know. And Mr. Rod didn't stop by. He was mentioning a crystal shop, oils, down at the old Daisy Baker. Again, drawing me into this circle. I was 16 years old. That was sort of like one of my first jobs. Maybe it was. I don't know. I have to think about that. But I remember my friend that got me that job. And today is his birthday, by the way. But I think, I don't know, I was like 15 or something. Probably. And he was like, well, I think it was waiting tables or something, or I don't know. He's like, go down, you know, come down. It was a rich guy, you know, loved golfing, you know, loved his drinks, you know, he'd be at the bar drinking, laughing it up, telling jokes. And he was just great, like, you know, he was so drunk, like, he'd pay a few times, you know. I mean, I caught on to it, like, you know, I mean, well, I would, like, get paid, you know, I'd get paid by him in the kitchen, and then, like, later on at the, you know, at the bar, like, when you're leaving, he's like, did I pay you? I'm like, I don't think so. Oh, here, you did good, man. This guy's great, you know. Will you still? So, you know, I shared that picture, and it was one, I don't know, I just, you know, the beginning, I just seen, like, you know, picture of you know, these high heels, and, you know, I shared it, like, you know, then the girl said, that's my leg. I'm like, oh, okay, you know. I thought it'd be, like, safe, you know. It was just like, you know. But anyways, it's good to look back, you know. Just know where you're going, you know where you're headed. I mean, I was kind of, thinking about some things here this morning. I mean, when I have the lemon on there, I just, my mind is just elsewhere now. It's almost at the point where, like when you're a kid, and like there's company over, your parents or whatever, anything, like, or there's just a crowd at the table. It could be a crowd just sitting there talking, and they're talking, and they're talking, and they're talking. After a while, like, the talk, the tone, everything becomes different, sometimes, just does, like, especially when you're a kid, like, you'll see them in the beginning, like, talking, and, like, then they just, something happens. I mean, it's like, it's like, I don't know, it's just this talk, like, I mean, it started off small talk, and now it's just talk. It's just like, and you're getting sleepy, and you're getting tired. Will you still? Anyway, somebody was asking me about the 8-track player and all that, Gordon. I gotta pay attention to the people, that get involved with the show. I like that. Like, that's why I'm doing it. I mean, isn't it self-explanatory? But the thing there was, hey, it is kind of tying in because it is his birthday. And, hold on, let me just my nose. Okay, I'm good. Just, the hardest part of the winter is towards the end. Like, it's like it just beats you up a few times, beat you up. It's like because you've been in a boxing match, like, the whole winter. Like, you went through all these storms, like, all the storms they gave you, you went through. And then, like, towards the end, they give you this, like, nothing big, but it's just like, just a reminder. That's why they call it, like, the long winter, long winter. And there's a new beginning, the spring and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, like, I'm listening to, like Lemon, partially. I'm just trying to have my thoughts, like, I'm just thinking about some stuff. I'll get back to the 8-track player. I just want to make sure I get this in. I gotta buy new batteries again. I don't know what I did with the other ones. Just like that one day when I had a CD in a cover sort of like this. It was a cover. It was like a Van Halen cover. It was I don't know whatever happened to them. But anyways, so I'm saying to myself, because all this stuff that goes on, because in the beginning everything was beautiful. Everyone talked to one another. Everyone was just like great. Even though there were incidents, where there were people like, what are you doing? Like, what is this? Which dish? There was this thing, like, it's like we have. Well, what are the choices? The choices are, like, either we, like, believe CNN, MSNBC, and The View, the whole, the left media in Hollywood. I mean, it's like, and, we have to believe that, that there was, whatever, like, it was ripped off and everything, and Trump is all these things, which is fine. Like I was saying yet the other day, I mean, I know people are just bored and tired and sick of politics, it's got to be, it has to be. It's just the same thing, and there's no break, just like the winter, like, I mean, you think, like, when it's over, it's just more. And then the other choice is, if you support the president, you can't, because he's all these things, He got, he did all these things, like, he's bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't even want to remember the talking points no more, because it just rots your brain, it rots your brain out. Like, I mean, what are the things he did? He's racist, he's bad, he's sexist, he had affairs. He doesn't like people, he doesn't like this, he doesn't like that. He's, the tariffs are bad, he's ruining, all this stuff. Oh my God, stop it already, stop. There's other things that are important. Is this what it's all about? So I got a feeling, like, I mean, that we're going to be at the point where we can't say anything because these are your choices. You know, these are the choices. You know, you have to be totally against him, and then you got to be totally like with the left and with Democrats and everything, like, and you got to be waiting for the next person they're going to put up. And meanwhile, like, I mean, is everything okay? I don't know. I mean, it was like 3 weeks ago, like Lewis, all these Democrats were having and pastors were having protests that that the poor are not being taken care of. What do you mean there's poor? You mean there's actually poor people in this country? I didn't know that. Not by the way everyone's going about it. Everyone's talking. Anyway, we start off. Hi, rich people. This is Jerry the Nightmare Bramer.